rare classics. Just a string of classics. So let's begin. As in the last few episodes have all been classics. So, woo. The 1965 Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA Stradale, which costs 300,000 credits, starts at D252, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the front, is a speed of 4.1 in speed, a 3.6 in handling, a 6.4 in acceleration, 6.3 in launch, and a 3 in braking. Next is the 1963 Aston Martin DB5, which costs 800,000 credits, starts at C553, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the front, 5.6. It has a 5.6 in speed, a 5.3 in handling, a 7 in acceleration, a 7.1 in launch, and a 4.5 in braking. Next is the, well, that was kind of loud. Next is the 1977, a little bit later than that one, 1977 Aston Martin V8 Vantage, which costs 100,000 credits. It starts at C561, which is, it doesn't matter, really, it doesn't. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine in the front, has a 6.6 in speed, 5.2 in handling, 7.2 in acceleration, 7.3 in launch, and 4.4 in braking. Next is the 1959 BMW 507, which costs 1.25 million credits. It starts at D371, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the front. It's a 5 in speed, a 4.1 in handling, a 6 in acceleration, a 6.6 in launch, and a 3 in braking. Next is the 1957 Ferrari 250 California, which costs 8 million credits. It starts at C537. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. Has a 5.6 in speed, a 5.1 in handling, a 7.3 in acceleration, a 6.5 in launch, and a 4.3 in braking. Next is the 1962 Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta Lusso, which costs 2.6 million credits. Starts at C551. Is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. Is a 5.6 in speed, 5.2 in handling, 7.5 in acceleration, 7.1 in launch, and 4.5 in braking. Next is the 1968 Ferrari 365 GTB/4, which costs 600,000 credits. Starts at C584. It is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. It has a 7.2 in speed, a 5.3 in handling, 7.7 in acceleration, 7.2 in launch, and 4.5 in braking. Next is a barn find, the 1969 Ferrari Dino 246 GT, which starts at 542, is rear-wheel drive with an engine probably at the front. Well, actually, that one, yeah, it's probably still at the front. Has a speed of 5.4, a handling of 5.6, an acceleration of 6.5, a launch of 6.2, and a braking of 4.7. Next is the 1952 Fiat 8V Supersonic, which doesn't look supersonic. It costs 1.8 million credits. It starts at D222. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. It has a 4.4 in speed, a 3.7 in handling, a 5.3 in acceleration, a 5.2 in launch, and a 3 in braking. Next is the 1954 Jaguar XK120 SE, which costs 120,000 credits. It starts at D484. It's a rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. It has a 5 in speed, a 4.7 in handling, a 3.6 in acceleration, a 6.9 in launch, and 4 in braking. Next is the 1961 Jaguar E-Type S1, which costs 150,000 credits. It starts at C538. It's a rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. It has a 5.3 in speed, a 5.2 in handling, a 6.3 in acceleration, a 7.1 in launch, and a 4.4 in braking. Next is the 1967 Lamborghini Miura P40, or 400, which costs 1 million credits. Starts at C568, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle. It says 6.1 in speed, a 5.4 in handling, a 7.6 in acceleration, a 7 in launch, and a 4.6 in braking. Next is the 1956 Lotus 11, which costs 140,000 credits. It starts at C510. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine on the front. It has a 5 in speed, a 5.1 in handling, a 5.6 in acceleration, a 6.5 in launch, and a 5 in braking. Next is another barn find, the 1954 Maserati A6 GCS 153, I think. There may be a slash instead of the 1. Can't tell with my own writing. Pininfarina Berlinetta, which starts at D398, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, maybe. Is a speed of 4.7, a handling of 4.3, an acceleration of 6.7, a launch of 5.6, and a braking of 3.2. Next is the 1954 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Coupe, which costs 1.2 million credits. Starts at C525, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. It has a 5.3 in speed, a 5.1 in handling, a 6.3 in acceleration, a 6.7 in launch, and a 4.3 in braking. Next is the 1968 Opel GT, which... And no, I was thinking of something else anyways. Which costs 25,000 credits. It starts at D238, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, has a speed of 4.5, a handling of 3.7, an acceleration of 5.5, a launch of 5.8, and a braking of 3. Next is the 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera RS, which costs 200,000 credits. Starts at C589, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the rear as well. It has 5.4 in speed, a 5.9 in handling, a 6.9 in acceleration, 7.7 in launch, and 5 in braking. And there's also the 1957 Porsche 356A Speedster, which starts at D160, is rear-wheel drive, probably rear-wheel, probably engine in the rear. I don't actually know. Well, probably can have it at the front. I don't know. Has a speed of 3, a handling of 3.7, an acceleration of 4.8, a launch of 5.4, and braking of 3. And finally, the Drift Master itself, if I remember right. The 1965 Shelby Cobra 427SC, S/C, which costs 2.1 million credits, starts at B601, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the front, has a 6 in speed, a 5.5 in handling, a 7.9 in acceleration, a 7 in launch, and a 4.7 in braking. And that is it for Rare Classics. Next time it's Hot Hatches, which is quite nice. So,